Welcome back. We're finally back on the Fiesta. I've managed to, if you can see in the background, somewhere there, I've took my fence post out so I can get this in the garden. That's been my problem. I've not been able to get this car in the garden, and I didn't want to spray it outside. So now we're here. I'll give you a butcher's on what we're doing. Apologies for my windsock, but it's windy and I've got nothing else to attach it to. So as you can see, the wing's been on a bit too long. It's gone a bit faded. But yeah, so I need the wing on because I need to blend into this. But we've got, what I want to do today is take the bonnet off and then put the new one on it, which is in there. So that's the plan. But yeah, annoyingly, I've been wanting to get this car in the garden for ages, but my post broke. So it was cracked in the corner, so I just lobbed it off in the end. So I'm going to get 2 steel plates and attach it there and there, and then I can be able to put the post back in. The lump down there is like massive, so I don't want to dig it out and put a new post in. It's just too much hassle. So I'm just going to do that. Plus they're like 20 quid them posts. A couple of bolts and steel plate would be free from where I get it from. But anyway, so we're going to take that off. Let me put you back up here and get the gist of what we're doing. I'm back on my normal camera, so I'm happy with that. Not my GoPro. I'm back on my Lumix. So at the moment, the car, I've been keeping the doors and the windows open all the time because it still stinks. I've had vinegar in here, trying to get rid of the smell. I know the vinegar has masked the smell. We can smell the vinegar now. So I'm going to have to clean it again probably. I want to show you this bonnet actually, why we're having to change it. Let me just get a clip. Right, I'm going to put my gloves on because the last time I did this, I sliced my finger off nearly. You wouldn't even believe it, but I was taking off one of these, and it paranoids me to do it now. And I did that, and I rolled my finger on the inside of the metal and went through my finger, and it was half hanging off, and I had to have it stitched back on and everything. It was pretty painful as well, so we're not going to do that again. It wasn't on this car though, but yeah, I don't fancy doing that again. Well, I didn't want that to happen, but they've all fell through. Never mind. Let's see if we can not do that again. Right, we've got to take this off anyway. Oh shit. We've got to take this off because we need this for the other bonnet. What I probably didn't show you before was the reason why this bonnet flexes, and it's got tons of dent. Well, no, let me show you. There's loads of dents in it, as you can see. But this is what it does. You can see that, and that's why, because the welds have broke on it. You got there, look. So even if I got the dents out, it was never gonna fix, was it? So that's why we're having to replace it. Got my little gazebo up over there, which I've been doing cars under. But let's, I suppose if we undo that, where's that? Oh, no, I won't. I'll just try and pull it off actually. Oh, well, it came off like that, so that's better. Tell you what, that metal is so sharp. Oh, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. I hope the new one comes with that. Those clips. surprising how rusty those are behind there. Don't fall. Right, so the plan is just to take that off there like that, and that should just pull off. Like so. Fabulous. Come on. Where's the bonnet stay? Let's put that in there just to support it somewhat. Right, let's have a go on that. So that's a scratch to death the bonnet. Oh, it's not really clever if I push that down, is it? Let me reroute this back onto it. Just to get it out of the way. I'm guessing that won't be on there, did it? There we go. Right, that's helpful. Let's get you. See what you think of the fit. I know you're thinking, some people will think this, but why are you fitting it now and it's not painted? It's because you need to see if it lines up, as it's a pattern part. So you need to see how your lines are. So it can be adjusted a bit there. That's fine. Nice gap. Even at that, that's uniform. Obviously you've got a gap because you've got this weather strip. So that's fine. There's a gap there. That's even. And then you might look and think, oh, that's a big gap, but that's how it is. That's how the original one was. There we go. And that's the same there, look. So I don't think, maybe you can go back a little bit. Obviously we're not going to worry about that. Yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah. There, yeah. That's not too bad. How's that disc held up? Yeah, I put a wire brush on that disc to see what the difference was, and I didn't do this side. That's a bit more crap. Yeah, that's fine, that bonnet. It's just the mammoth task of spraying it and getting rid of all the bit. Oh yeah, no, I'm getting rid of all that. So what do we need to take off here? Just the washer jets. We don't need them yet. We can leave them in situ. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'll leave it on then. I'll probably spray it on there. It's the easiest way. Though I'm saying that, I do need to take the wing off. As I need to spray the inside. The only other thing we've got to do now, or next, so I'm just debating which one to do first, because those panels will just need painting, whereas this one's a bit more intense than painting. Let me get under here so you can see. But we have that. Nice bit of sill damage. Bit annoying, obviously wasn't a part of the issue. I thought personally that the old forks have had that, but oh yeah, I thought the old forks might have hit that at Copart, because they have a tendency to do that when they pick them up from the sides, but there's no damage there, so I'm not going to say that they've done that. I'm not going to say they've done it anyway. It's just a thought. There's no damage on that one and there's no scraping. So we're not going to make that assumption. But then if you look under there, look at there. Is that under seal? Yeah, it's painted under seal, so it's not what I thought. Okay. I wish I brought my spotter now, but I never did. Hello. You come to say hello? That's it really. That's all we're going to worry about. You going to help? Hey? I knew you'd come and be nosy, lady. Yes, I know. Oh, that sounds nice, doesn't it? That. God. Has it been knocking on that? Oh, there's a little bit. Oh, it's obviously pushed with the door on. Oh, at least the door's not damaged. That's something. Right, so I've decided to do some of this sill. I need to take the door off, but this precise moment I'm not going to because I don't have that much time. And now I can take it off. I do need to put it back on again just to keep the car dry. So we'll have a bash at bashing this down a bit. I might just be able to bash on the top of it. Right, I've done some more. So we're on to this bit. I've also moved the car over here and put it on some ramps just so I can get to the sill. So with the previous bit of accident, that's why we had to change the wing. Obviously we got some scratches here. So we had one there, that was a previous one that had been touched in with the wrong colour. And there was some scratches there. You can probably just see the outline of one. There's a bit there that I need to get into when I get that off. Obviously we still got that, so I'm going to sand a bit of that out. I think that's just the top layer, the protective coat more than anything. So we've done a 80 on that, and then I've worked my way down to 400 on a soft pad, which is foam backed, on the DA with the disc on that one. So that's nice and smooth. In fact, there's a little bit there still. But these are just a very few hairline scratches. I need to mask up the other bits, these bits obviously. 400's plenty on that. Most of this would be filled in with a paint anyway. I need to put some panel wipe on it and then it will reveal any of the scratches. But you know, they're only light now. The bit I wanted to show you was the sill I'm working on. That's why I moved on there for this to dry. So it looks pretty before it looks beautiful, that's for sure. So I've put some fiberglass filler on, and then I'm gonna shape it with so that's what I used. It's really good stuff, Halford's. You pretty much get it most places. Then we got the filler, which I get from the body shop. Really nice filler that is. And then if you've got any very higher line scratches like the bit we were just doing, we can finish off with the old dolphin glaze, which is good stuff. Not cheap though, but that's where we are. Obviously it looks really messy before it looks better. Oh, actually, it'll show you in the door. So there's a bit in the door. So I've used a fibre wheel on here just to remove the paint, and then I'm just shaping it back. I promise you it'll look brilliant once it's done. You won't even notice. But yeah, so obviously we put the bonnet on. Well, no point me saying that, we already know that, don't we? But yeah, this is just ready for its blend. I'm just going to go down to 400, I'm fine with that. The 400 scratches always tend to come out alright. There's a few there. Not 400, sorry, 800. Mostly they're very fair. Very fine. I'll go over it in a minute. I'm just showing you what I'm doing more than anything. Yeah, there we are then. So I need to get the wing off and prep that. It's gone a bit faded. Give it a wipe down and going over with the older DA. But yeah, there we are at the moment, and I'll come back to you once we've got a bit further. Woof woof. Right, so what you've just seen me there is doing a bit of painting. I didn't talk much, but just kind of giving you a gist of what I've been doing. So this is filler primer. I'm going to be quick because it looks like it's going to rain. It's quite windy, but yeah. So a bit of filler primer. I have just give it a bit of a sand, but not too much. But yeah, it's nice and smooth, and the marks are gone. I did have to touch in that bit. There's a bit of a mark on that one, but we're not going to worry too much. And then well, oh yeah, this was the seal that I'm still working on, but you can see that the shape is back. I've got to sand it down more yet. I've just spotted a couple of holes, well not holes, but low spots, so I've just put a bit of that putty on just to get rid of the holes. Yeah, it's coming along. Anyway, right, well, I'll show you my shed. So yesterday I decided to tidy my shed up and make a few little shelves. I made a shelf, nothing special, just some MDF and a bit of board, sturdy enough to rest things on. Go there, put a bit of a shelf there, so I can just bring my bits down so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm sick of going in cupboards and feeling and rummaging. And then I moved bits around there, put a little bit of a shelf in there, one up there, just so I can get to bits. I'm trying to get most of it off the floor, to be fair, because I'm sick of walking around things. But yeah, so I've got things, I've got places there, like the vacuum and the Karcher, and I can get to my sandblasting cabinet freely, my drill, and my parts washer that needs cleaning out. What else? Yeah, the wing. You saw me doing the wing a bit earlier on. I didn't really need to blow it all over with filler primer because actually it's already got a primer coat on it, but I've got this filler primer, my own filler primer that I mix up with a hardener and the thinners. But I noticed when I was just running it through that gun that I think it comes out too thin, because as it was going on, you can see it where it's come down. It's not come down, it's ran, which isn't the end of the world, because obviously it's only primer and you can sand it back, but it just saves on the hassle. Whereas I've just used that for the filler primer, as you saw on the wing, where the other side of the part of the bumper, and it hasn't ran, so perhaps it's just the gun that's crap. And though I did make it slightly thicker this time. It was 50 mils, and then one part of that and one part of that, so it's about 13 mil to 50 of each, but I put only 10 mil of that in this time. But yeah, it's a bit blotchy, so I'm gonna have to sand that all over. I have just gone over that bit again there, which is a bit annoying, but you can see them. Anyway, that's the end of this video. This is going to be what video? I can't even remember what I think it's 4. So that anyway. So yeah, if you like my content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and do your notifications so you get more information when I upload. But yeah, we'll leave it there, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you, and see you again.